Hi, welcome back to Abra Knowledge channel. Today we are going to discuss non-parametric test, and it is coming from the book called Sigma Handbook and 4th edition, and page number 516, and very beautifully it describes about a non-parametric test, when to use it, and more than importantly, it has given the guidelines to when to use non-parametric test. And basically talks about the parametric and non-parametric. Parametric, where you have a parameter to test against, and then you evaluate it and do it. That's a parametric. Non-parametric, you do not have the parameter, and it does not follow distributions, and it does not it does not hold any assumptions. It is also assumption free, it is a distributions free and all that, right? And parametric test will provide a greater power than the non-parametric test. That's what it has to say. And let's talk about more importantly the guidelines when to use a non-parametric test. In non-parametric test, you have a many tests you can do. For example, Mann-Whiteley test you can do, Wilcoxon test you can do, and all that. I have already dwelled in my past videos. In this one, we are going to talk about guidelines on when to use non-parametric test. And non-parametric test is any of the following condition. If it is true, you can use it. Number one, the data or count or frequency of different type of outcome. The data should be countable, or the data has to be different type of outcome. For example, in the past video we have seen that in the chemical in the pharmaceutical company, and you have a 5 category, right? So extremely good conditions, and the medicine is effective, extremely effective, and moderate, and not effective, and all that, right? So it's something you need to have a different type of outcome, like more than 2 type of outcome you need to have. The data measured on a nominal scale. Nominal, you all know, nominal meaning like something, no natural ordering can be done, right? So that is what nominal one. The data are measured on an ordinal scale. Ordinal, something you can order. For example, let's say in the past I talked about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 is extremely effective, 1 is not at all effective. Let's say 3 is somewhat effective, right? In the past video we talked about it. The assumption required for the validity of corresponding parametric procedure are not met, cannot be verified. Something you do not have a parameter, and you will not be able to do that. And the shape of the distribution for which the sample is drawn is unknown, right? The sample size is small, right? All of these things. And also it has given the further detail 517. The further detail also it has given in 520. In between there is other things, comparison between parametric and non-parametric, which I am going to explain. And the measurement are imprecise, right? In that case you can use it. There are outlier or extreme values in the data, making it median more. You say median, you rely upon median then mean, right? Then you can rely. For example, let's say in this, it is not fair to rely upon the mean in the case of when you have a ordinal data, nominal data, countable data, and so on, right? So you rely upon the median. So median gives a robust tendency of measurement. So in this case, use parametric procedure when. So in this case, when to use a parametric one. Now all these cases non-parametric, where you don't have a parameter, you have ordinal data, you have a nominal data, and you have it is not it is distribution free, and it is not your sample size is small and all that, right? Parametric is the data collector analyzed using the interval or ratio of data. Interval meaning like you have the intervals, or you have a scale of measurement, right? So all the assumption, scale meaning like start and end, and interval meaning again you do a different slot, different blocks and all that. All the assumption required for the validity of the parametric procedure can be verified. For example, you just check for the normality distributions or whatever. If it is a discrete, you also check for the binomial and Poisson and all that, right? So this is all about what is non-parametric test, and what is the guidelines when to use non-parametric test. And now in the next video, I will be talking about parametric, what are the tools you will be using it, and non-parametric, what are the tests you will be using it. Thank you so much.